Are you ready to find out how to do an open house? You're at the right place. So welcome, my name is Mike Daniels with Rancho Properties, and I'm at an open house today. I'm doing this in between people coming in, and I'm gonna show you how to get names and numbers every time you do an open house. Get ready. Okay, so the first thing you wanna do with an open house is you want to get a good open house that's going to have a lot of people coming through it. So if you don't have a house for sale, go ask another agent, go ask another company. They'd love to have you sit their open houses. Now remember, people will do anything you want them to do as long as they see the benefit for themselves. Okay, so call up other companies, call up other agents and say, hey, listen, this is Susie Smith with Keller Williams. I would love to do an open house at your house. What I'll do is I'll get some feedback from you and your seller and I'll give it to you so you can help your seller make changes or price corrections or just get valuable information on the property, stuff they maybe wouldn't tell the listing agent or the owner themselves. Who wouldn't want that kind of information? Okay, now once you get your open house secured, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to sign the hell out of it. You're going to get real estate open house signs all over the neighborhood, okay? There's a couple, a husband-wife team that work in a nearby town. They put out 30, 40, 50 open houses, open house signs when they have an open house. So just one open house. So it looks like they own the neighborhood. So on the weekends when the homeowners are driving through their neighborhood, they're like, geez, these people must own this area. They must have listings all over the place. Truth is, they only have one or two listings, but it gives that perception of they're all over the place, okay? So you want to make sure that on your open house sign, it reads your name and then area specialist under it. So your company logo, name, area specialist, and your phone number, okay? Open house. All right, so once you do that, you're all set. 20, 30, signs is the norm. Next thing you're gonna do, if it's not your open house, then you're going to have the listing agent go ahead and advertise it for you. And when I say advertise, I mean in the MLS, you're going to put it as open house. So it's going to get picked up by Zillow, Truly, or Realtor.com, all of those. If it's your listing, obviously you're going to put it as an open house in the MLS. Okay, so that is just to draw people in. You want to pull them from all over. Then you're going to Instagram, you're going to TikTok, and you're going to Facebook that you're having an open house. Preferably the day before or the morning of. Okay, so now we got social media, we got signs, and we got the internet websites advertising for us. We are gonna slay it for the open house. Tons of people are gonna come in, okay? Now here's what you do next. Are you ready? So the most important part about this video is this next part, okay? So get ready. So they're walking into the property like I'm walking now. And what do they see? Bam! They see my sandwich sign. Now look at this sign. You guys can make one, or you can go buy one. All I did was I bought some like thin plywood, and then I built this frame around it. Then I spray painted it with that chalk spray paint. And then my wife was kind enough to do the chalk work on here. So look at this. Ask us real estate questions. Selling, ask us how to net $30,000 to $75,000 more. Buying, ask us for our top 10 best buys. Want a vacation home? VA home loan questions. You could put whatever on here you want. I work in coastal San Diego, so we have a lot of military, so that's a good one for me. We have a lot of people buying second homes here, which is great for me. When people ask our top 10 best buys, well, they change all the time. What's the best email for me to send them to you? Then capture their email, okay? Selling, this is for neighbors who always come into the open house. They want to know how to net more. Well, it's quite simple. You get rid of the clutter, you paint, you recarpet, you do some things that you need to do. You have a pre-inspection of the property, so the inspection of the property doesn't torpedo the whole deal. There are all kinds of things you can do to net $30,000 to $75,000 more. Ask us real estate questions. Now, this sign is really easy to replicate, and it is brilliant. I can take this down to the beach with me and set it up and just put my little suit on, and it's funny, people will line up to talk to me. They want to know about their Aunt Sally just passed away in the property and it's going through probate. I get their contact information. People wanting to buy vacation homes. Hey, we were just talking about that. We want to buy a vacation home. This sign is just amazing. It's double-sided as well, so people can see it from both sides. Same information on both sides. I would recommend that you make one of these as quickly as possible. And the higher foot traffic area your open house, the better. If you can, do a house that has a lot of foot traffic on the sidewalk, it'll work really well for you. But this gives you another avenue to have a different conversation with people other than the open house that you're sitting. Okay? I am so excited for you. After you make this sign, you are gonna just like the video, okay? And then that'll be thanks enough for me. When you do your open house, have every single light on in the house, okay? This house that I'm in right now has tons of glass and windows, but I still turned on every single light that was in the house. You need to. It makes it light and bright, and people love light and bright. Look at all these lights, and it's super sunny out, okay? The lighter it is, the better, and that is another tip that you can use to make the house seem bigger and more warm, okay? So pull up the blinds, pull up in the curtains, open screen doors, open that thing up, and get it nice and fresh in there, okay? Use that technique. It works really well. What you're gonna do is, after you've let them walk around the house, you're just gonna say, hey, so what'd you think about the house? In a sincere way. If they're wearing a Packers shirt, then hey, say, hey, what'd you think about the game last weekend? Aaron Rodgers wasn't looking too good, or whatever the case might be. Or they're wearing some sort of ski or Maui shirt. Say, hey, did you go to Maui? You wanna bond with them. People aren't doing business with you because you know so much, or you have the jingliest bracelets, or you drive a Mercedes-Benz. People don't care about that. What they care about is you. And if they like you, they'll do business with you, okay? So bond. Hey, so what'd you think about the house? Hey, I like your t-shirt. Aaron Rodgers, whatever the case is, okay? Get into it. Have fun, smile a little bit. Body language is very important. If they're like this, that means they're guarded, okay? So mirror it right back to them. Go like this, okay? If they kind of lean up against something and put their hand on their hip, then you do the same thing, okay? Say that I think 80% of all communication is nonverbal, okay? Very true. There's a psychological part to this. Okay, so what'd you think about the house? You're bonding with them. The next question you ask is very important. You ask them, so are you currently working with another agent? And if they say, yeah, here's what you say back. Did you know that 20% of all homes that sell, that means 1 in 5, sell off market? Yeah, it's true. 1 in 5 homes sell off market. There's probate, tax liens, divorces, forced to sell, maybe a job transfer. People just want to upgrade to another house. They don't have a sign in their front yard, but if you brought them an offer, they would sell. And where do you find out about these houses? At Caravan, at your broker Caravan, people. You got to get out there. Here in San Diego, we have multiple caravans that meet. Agents meet, title companies bring us together, and we pitch off-market properties. I go to 2 here in San Diego all the time. All we do is pitch off-market properties, and we sell tons of them, okay? So you need to let your people know that 1 out of every 5 homes sells off-market. And they're gonna go, wow, really? Say, yeah. Is your agent currently sending you off-market opportunities? Okay, they start thinking to themselves, wow, my agent's really not doing his job. Maybe if I gave this guy my contact information, he could get me a deal. That's what they're thinking. The little thing inside their head is starting to tick. All right. So what you're going to say to them is, right now there are a lot of off-market properties in the area. I tell you what, get your cell phone out and go, what's the best number to reach you? Don't worry, I'm not going to blow your phone up. I'm only going to contact you if I find a property. And then they're going to give you their number because they're going to feel pressed to do it. Then you're going to say, I'm going to email these houses to you. What's the best email for you? And you get their email information. They will give you their email and they will give you their phone. If they don't, then they're not real buyers, because real buyers want to know about special deals, okay? And people want to work with you because you have exclusivity, all right? You're an exclusive agent who sells off-market properties. These properties are often underpriced, undervalued, and the best part about getting access to these properties is you don't enter into bidding wars with other buyers. You just get a private showing. If you like it, you buy the property. Very simple. Remember, the only reason you're at that house is to get contact information, buyer's contact information. I call it staying in integrity. Be true to yourself. You're not there to show the house. You're not there to give tours of this house. You're there to get a name and a number, and then you're there to sell them a property. And if you don't know about any off-market opportunities right now, you know what? Shame on you. You're not doing your job. You need to get out to these networking events with these other agents and find out what we're doing to do what we're doing, okay? You can even knock on doors in your farm area and say, hey, listen, I know you probably don't want to sell right now, but if I brought you an offer, would you consider it? People say yes all the time. That's why Zillow has that make me sell thing on their website, okay? That's another good reason. You could go to Zillow and look at the make me sell, and those are tons of properties out there that are not more off-market opportunities. All right, so start hustling. If you want to make money in this market, you got to hustle. All right, there's no reason why you shouldn't be selling 2 or 3 properties a month. Okay, I happen to work in a multi-million-dollar market, so you know, 2 or 3 or 4 or $5 million houses. That's a pretty good paycheck each month. All right, so get with the program. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Okay, after we've had that whole conversation, here's what it looks like. Hey, welcome to the open house, folks. Take a look around. Let me know if you have any questions. Zip it. Okay, then just go chill out in the kitchen or wherever they're going to come back to. Once they come back, you're just going to say, hey, so what'd you think about the house? And they're going to say to you, you know, I didn't like this, or I like that, or it's pretty. It doesn't really matter what they say. You're just trying to start a dialogue with them. Remember, we'll go to bonding next. Say, oh, hey, I love the t-shirt. Did you really get that in Maui? That's great. And then if they say, yes, we just got it from Maui, don't start with your personal pronouns and, oh, I just went to Maui. Oh, my aunt lives there. Or my, me. Nobody cares about you, okay? It's all about them. So just stop talking about yourself and say, hey, love that t-shirt. Did you really get that in Maui? And they'll go, yeah, we were there on vacation. Great. Where'd you stay? Oh, they'll tell you where they stayed. Okay, you're bonding with them. Say, hey, are you gonna go back anytime soon? Would you recommend that hotel to me? And then if they say, yeah, then hey, I gotta get that name before you take off today. Hey, so out of curiosity, are you folks working with an agent? And then they're gonna say either yes or no, okay? Let's say they say yes. All right, so they say yes, and then you're gonna say to them, hey, that's great, but is that agent, just out of curiosity, is that agent sending you off-market opportunities? Properties that are in default, tax liens, probates, divorce sales, lose your job, people just want to upgrade. Did you know that 1 in 5 properties sells off market? They're gonna go, wow, I didn't know that. So now you have them. Now you say, you know what? Are you folks looking in this area? And they're gonna go, yeah. Go, you know what, right now, I know of a few off market opportunities. I'm gonna go ahead and email those over to you. What's the best number to reach you at? Get their number. Get your phone out and just go ahead and start a new contact. What's the best email for you? Just type in their email address or pass them your phone, have them type it in. You gotta go for it. You gotta stay in integrity, okay? So once you get that, great. If you ask them, hey, are you working with a realtor? And they say no, then just say, hey, I'd love to apply for the job. Put a little humor into it. Say, hey, you know, anybody can send you properties that are on the market. One thing, if we work together, if you work with me, one thing I can promise you is I'm going to be sending you off-market opportunities. So these are properties that are not on the MLS. These are probates, divorces, tax liens, you know, go through the whole thing, we'll go through the list again. So once you get good at that dialogue, you will be amazed at how many people you will leave an open house with. I always find it funny that these agents will go to an open house and then they'll ask people, hey, are you working with another agent? And then they'll say, yeah. And then they say, okay, sorry, well, good luck, stay with your agent, all right? You gotta hustle, people. Get out there and hustle. I hope this helped. And if you have any buyers for this listing, This is 7103 Babylonia in La Costa, California. It's Ocean Lagoon view, 6,300 square feet. It is priced at $3 million, 5 bedroom plus a loft, 6 bath. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up and make sure you like this video. Okay. Have a great day. Bye bye.